Sagittarius. Welcome to Yellow Card No Tarot with me. My name is Carol. Sagittarius, this is going to be a general reading for you. There's no date on the reading, so I trust that when it comes into your feed, it's meant for you. In today's reading, we're going to be doing a series called It's Time to Be Seen. And this series was inspired by a shamanic course that I just finished, and it was called Personal Transformation. I've left a video at the end. I'll be leaving a video at the end for you, actually, that talks about my own journey. It's just a little, just a little bit of a blurb about my journey to become a shamanic healer. So this is something recent for me. Back in June, I took a course, and I've been taking courses since. So one of the courses I took really thought, this would be a cool reading to do for tarot. So I wanted to come on here and find out what part of you is hiding right now that oftentimes is the part that's blocking us from taking that next step that we want to take for ourselves. It could be something very big, could be something very small. And then I'm going to look at your shadow and, what's sitting in your unconscious that's challenging. Like what sort of challenges are testing your growth? So what's blocking you right now? And that's always something that we have to heal. And then finally, we're going to look at what soul gifts did you come here to share? Get a little glimpse of, what is it that's trying to come out for you right now. Let's begin. So I'm going to use the Curious Travels Tarot deck. I'm going to use the Tarot of A.E. White. And then I'm going to pull an oracle card from the Shaman's Dream. Since this is something that was inspired by my own shamanic journey here. So let's start off with what part of you is still hiding, Sagittarius? So one card for that. And we have the Hangman. The Hangman. And what challenges are testing your growth? What challenges are testing your growth? The Moon card in reverse. It's kind of, I don't know. You have two major arcana cards already. Those are big energies for you. What soul gifts did you come here to share? The Star card. 3 major arcana card. Boom, boom, boom. That doesn't usually happen. All right. So can you give me some information about the Hangman? A couple cards. Tell me about the Hangman. Oh, those are kind of sloppy-ish. We'll see. Oh, you got clarified by the Hangman. Wow. It's almost like, oof. Oftentimes it's a card clarified by another card, and it's a major arcana card, and I feel like a part of me doesn't want to pull out another card for you, only because this is the message, and there's no other message. You know what I mean? So, but I'll see. I'll see if there's another message for you. If there's another card that wants to come out. Something that gives me a bit more information. You know what? I'm going to leave it. I'm going to leave it. I think that's a big message for you right here. Okay, so Sagittarius, the Moon card. Let's look at, there we go, this. That one came out right in my hand. So you have the 3 of Pentacles and the Page of Swords in reverse here. And then the Star card. Couple cards for that. Wow. 3 of Wands and the Fool card. Wow. Okay, some energy there for you. And then I'm anxious to see what sort of card's going to come out for you for this Oracle card, because especially how it's starting out at the beginning. Okay, one card, one final message here to help poor Sagittarius, who can only have 2 cards at the top. One card for Sagittarius. What sort of message do you want to leave with them? Well, I only want one, so I'm going to pick the one at the bottom. I'm going to keep it here. All right. We begin with the Hangman clarified by the Hangman. Okay, so let's really dig into the Hangman meaning here and what is it saying. I like the first one here. I'm looking at this first card, this first Hangman I'm going to talk about. I mean, he's hanging upside down, and he sees the world in a different perspective. But what I'm seeing with this card is look how tied up he is. Look, this perspective has this he's tied up, and it's left him almost struggling, right? He doesn't look like he's struggling, but he's tied up. He doesn't see how he can get out of this. And I'm hearing that it's time for you to see something in a different perspective, because I think you've been focused too long on one side or one thing. It's like, and it's difficult, and maybe it's just your perspective, right? Or maybe you're one of those people that are very stubborn to look at, something else. Maybe you're a very independent person, and you've learned to be independent, and so it's almost a detriment to you. Only because this 3 of Pentacles is coming out in the middle of your shadow, and I remember that card when I saw that. It's like, I'll get to it in a minute, but I don't know if you're someone that maybe when you were younger, you learned to just do things on your own, the hard way. And a lot of us do, where we just learn, well, the only person I can rely on is myself. But the universe is, really the message here is there's another perspective. And sometimes it's hard when you are stuck in your head with one thing, right? Your ego self can often keep you stuck in your head, and that's the way it is. There's no way it's going to be any different. I've tried so many times, and I'm just done trying. Like it's not going to change. Nothing's going to change. But there is another perspective. The universe wants you to see something in a different perspective than what you're seeing right now. And that is so hard to undo, because our ego can really get in the way and keep us stuck believing that there's only one way, but there's always another way. So why, Sagittarius, are you like this? Like, why are you being asked to look at that? And we're going to look now, what are the challenges here? Like, what is it when you were younger maybe that made you like this, where you're kind of like, I only see one way and that's it. Like, I can't see my way out, right? I can't see it. I'm trying to see this in a different way. But, and maybe you are somebody that's trying to see this in a different way, but you're getting frustrated because it's like, I don't see any other way. Like, I feel like I'm stuck. I'm stuck here upside down. I'm trying to get another perspective. I'm trying to get another perspective on this. I just can't. And so when you're younger, here's the Moon card that comes out in your shadow. And the Moon card says, well, there's something hidden here. Oftentimes the Moon card can be your intuition. It can be your inner knowing also, right? When we were very young, we had intuition. We were very intuitive when we were younger. But if things happened to us when we were younger, painful things, we lost that intuition because we weren't in our bodies anymore. Our ego self will pull us up in our head, and it'll make us believe. It will take us out of our body because if we're in our body and we're younger, we're able to access all our emotions. And for some reason, when you were younger, the intuitive part of you, I think, was taken away from you. I think, and that's why, you're still up in your head very much believing something. So there's something here that you believe, and the universe is trying to say, well, no, we need to turn this around. And because when you were younger, you did not get a lot of support. This is what this Three of Pentacles card is. Three of Pentacles talks about co-creation and working with people. Well, it's in reverse. And so you didn't get the support you needed. And that's why I thought, you became one of those people that were very independent and kind of said, I think I have to do this on my own now. But as a sign, you are like sort of, you're an outgoing sign. But when you were younger, you learned that you needed to rely on yourself when you were younger, right? You wanted to try new things, and there wasn't anybody there to really support you in trying new things. And the Page of Swords comes in, and it's in reverse. Pages are my inner children. And so there's an inner child here that's buried in your shadow. It's a child that needs you to listen to them. It wants to tell you something because it's got the sword in their hand. It's got their authentic truth, their authentic self, their truth in their hand. That's what that sword represents, the single sword. They know who they are. You knew who you were at about 4, 5, 6 years old. There was something you knew about yourself, right? That was your authentic self. And it's buried right here behind everything. And I think you were led to believe something about yourself that wasn't true. And so with this Hanged Man coming out, what is it that you believe about yourself that you think is true? I can't do it. I don't know how to do it. I can't do that. Like something like that, where you just believe, I can't do this. I want to do it. I just can't do it. Well, who taught you that? Because it's something when you were younger that you knew you could do. But for some reason, you were blocked from doing it. It was put away here. And it's hidden to you, because I don't know if you really know, because the Moon card's here, like I said. But intuitively, you would have known what it was that you wanted to do. You would have known who you were. And that you were led to believe, my cat Lirio here is coming to visit. You were led to believe that, no, you can't do this, or maybe you're not allowed to do this. And so that's the perspective that you have continued to carry on in your life. And so, Lirio, you can say hi to everybody, and then you can go, or you can try to find a space on this table. I'm doing these readings at night, so Lirio is showing his face. Usually I do them when he's sleeping, but he's going to say hi to you. This is Lirio. Say hi. There he is. All right. Maybe he'll go after I say. Sometimes he'll go when I say. Let him say hi. Just don't knock down anything. Here, I'll put it. Okay, here, sit here. All right. So, what soul gifts did you come here to share? So let's see. What? Maybe we can get shed some light on your authentic self, right? That's buried here, and it's wanting to come out. Your authentic self is wanting to come out. I think, like I said at the beginning, that you're so fixated on something that you can't do something, or because maybe you weren't allowed to, but there's something you were told younger that, no, you can't do this, or you're not allowed to do this. But the real you wants to come out right now. There's the star cards in reverse. And so there's some real healing around that needs to be done. And right now it's in reverse. And I think you know that. And you're not really, this individual is hiding their face. Like you're just not wanting to look at this, right? It's in reverse. And maybe there's a fear on your part to looking at this. There's a fear to going into your shadow. There's a fear that what you might find in there. But what I'm seeing in your shadow, and I talk about it in the video at the end about my own self, is that we can often be really scared to dig into our shadow and find out who our authentic self, because that's where our authentic self live. The real us is sitting in our shadow. It's not who we think we are, right? And that's that other perspective that the universe is trying to get you to see. But you're blocking it, like maybe there's this fear of doing this healing around this, right? This inner child that wants to talk to you. There's a direction here. There's a direction here for you. It's not like there's a nudge, like, oh, here, let's try to find a little idea here. It's like there's a plan here for you. There's 3 wands. He sees his ship coming. He's waiting for it to come in, right? He knows it's coming in. The universe has something here for you. There's something here that's coming in for you. And it's up to you to say, okay, I want to be ready for this. But it's like you got to turn your head. There's a different perspective. You need to look at this in a different perspective because there's something here for you. And sometimes this card, the Fool card, does not come out often. And here it is at the last card for you. It's like sometimes, Sagittarius, we just got to take that leap. We just got to trust that the universe is going to catch us when I jump off this cliff. What is it? What is the leap that you need to take? I know you're acting from this certain perspective. It's like, I can't do this. I can't. I don't care what anybody tells me. I just can't do it. You got to take a leap. You have to trust that it's going to be okay. It's going to be okay. Right? And, yeah. So, let's look at the final message here that the universe has for you. Oh, sometimes I talked about how your authentic self, the Page of Swords, is hidden here. This is your authentic self. Well, the card that you get is Many Masks, the Authentic Self. We live in a world where everyone we see wears a mask. We wear these masks to cover up and to protect who we really are. We learn to do so because we've been conditioned to try to appear a certain way to fit into society. Masks allow us to belong, so we remain within the confines of what is expected. Masks are not inherently bad. Rather, they provide context and structure for our personalities and our soul's expression. Some of us might believe that a particular mask fixed and hardened onto us is a permanent face. And that's that hangman, right? Where you've believed something and it's permanently fixed on your face. And so right now it's really important to allow yourself to experiment. That's that fool jumping off the cliff. To experience the world in all its myriad potentials and possibilities. Try on different masks and let yourself be fluid and curious. How will you know what you love and what you resonate with if you don't take off the mask you've always worn and test drive some new ones? Your authentic essence will never change. It will only express itself differently through these optional selves. Use your imagination and step into the magic. Out of all the readings I've done so far, this is kind of all, solidified, really solidified what the message is for you right now. So I want you to have compassion for yourself as you work through this. The healing journey is the most difficult journey of your life, but it's the most important one. So stay safe, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.